Speaking of trolling and weird shit, so we wanted to talk about Elon Musk Donald Trump poll on
Oh, yes.
Twitter.
It's a trap.
So, I brought this up, what was it, 2 days ago, Dan, on the show? And I said I would wait for you to get here.
Yeah.
Now, because you and I were chatting over the weekend as all this was going on.
I called you night up.
I know, and it was the funniest shit of all time.
It was very obvious what was happening.
But I've got pieces that were...
Okay, great. So here's what I told the audience, and I said you'd tell the rest when you got here. Okay. So Elon lets Donald Trump back on Twitter.
No, it goes behind that.
The poll
it goes to Thursday.
Okay, so walk everybody through your theory because I think it's correct.
So Thursday afternoon is when a lot of the Twitter employees were notified he was locking the doors Friday morning. You were getting notified
and revoking
he revoked all
their
access,
key cards to get in and their logins
everything.
were all fucking.
So what he did is he knew he was gonna he was like I cannot have anybody leaking anything. I can't have anybody that's not on the train. And that's when he like culled his fucking group of whales that are the current existing Twitter employees that are like, they're diehard. Like they have to understand like Friday night when they wrote the new source path code for how Twitter is going to operate, like these people understand they're rewriting history with one of the fucking smartest human beings that we have on the planet. Like they put that above the fucking woke politics that they have been brainwashed in for all of this. So what Elon did is he fucking culled the entire herd and got all the fucking trustworthy people like down to that. Locked the fucking doors on Friday and then essentially was like, set me a trap because come fucking Friday night, we're going to find just how muddy the waters are with bots and click farms. And so Friday night at 8, it was like 8 p.m. Central.
Okay.
The poll goes out.
Right.
Should I reinstate Donald Trump's Twitter account? That all that had to do was he was bringing them all to him.
But think about the way it progressed. So
Yes.
Friday night by noon Saturday morning, it was 60-40 let Trump back.
Oh no! Even Friday night, it was in the 70s.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
30.
But by the time the majority of people knew about it,
But he gave them 24
12 hours.
Yes,
yeah,
it's a 24-hour
But
poll.
so 12 hours later, it was 60-40, 62-38.
And that's
bring
when
Trump back.
MSNBC, CBS, everybody started their reports on how dangerous this. He's asking for a vote. This is dangerous. Blah 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 blah. That kicked in the Democratic money machine. All the people on the left that are dumping money that have these click farms and bots ready to go at moment's notice that are already paid for. So he just fucking set the fucking loop with the rope attached to it and walked them all into it.
Now, what were they doing with the click farm? Saying voting no?
Forget about that for a second.
They were voting no.
By the time, yes, they were voting no. But by the time, so at noon on Saturday, and I really hope that he encapsulates this data and publishes it on an
he will.
infographic at some point.
He will.
I
I'm going
think
to
he
show
will.
Ross this.
But it was 60-40 at noon the next day, Saturday. And there had been about 8 million people that voted. Now, 15 million people ended up voting, so another 7 million after that. It was 60-40 by noon the next day. All of a sudden, it came all the way down. What it is right now, or what it ended at, was 51.8 to 48.2. And you're telling me that this whole like Twitter,
It's funny.
Twitter,
text that to Bob if you can.
Twitter is constantly dominated in the comments and rebuttals and shit by all this leftist bullshit all the time, right? But a poll, you have to actually go in and click something.
Yes,
It's not just an
it's only
auto-response.
one. It's only one
per person.
One per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was no kidding how he could get them to show themselves to him. All he had to do was set up parameters to know that when they flood the gates, they're going to flood the gates all at once because they're going to get orders.
Yeah.
So if you think about it like that, like these click farms and stuff in India and everything, it's thousands of people in a room or on a network that have 100 accounts apiece that can switch from each account to go do something.
Yep.
Okay, so this is all going to come in waves. There it is right there. So
pop that up on the screen.
Yeah, this is 2 days after the poll closed. Like if you were paying attention to.
So there's a guy named Buzz Patterson, and for the audio listeners, he says Trump poll was a bot trap. I love this guy. And then Elon Musk underneath it put a nice little winky face.
And then I've got one more for you, Giorgio, too.
That's hilarious.
Jared, it's crazy how seamless this is working right now between us.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What are you guys
go.
using? What system are you guys using?
airdrop.
Oh, okay. That's amazing.
We gave up on
Little Chinese
showing
hands
you
made
that.
this possible.
Thank God, dude.
Showing-
I didn't.
We gave up on showing Ross what airdrop was.
No, I don't need it. I don't need it.
So
I'm all good.
here is the night of Elon was like this was the night of it. I mean, dude, I was on this so fast because I was like, there it is. Like he knew exactly when they came in.
And again, for the audio listeners, in case you're not watching video, the bot attack is impressive to watch. This is from Elon Musk. Underneath that, he writes, bot and troll armies might be running out of steam soon. Some interesting lessons to clean up future polls.
This is all that was for. He had already made his decision if he was going to allow Trump back on or not, which was he always was. Like because he even posted the poll today that this was like literally 2 hours ago. That was like, as long as somebody didn't commit a crime utilizing Twitter, should I just fucking unban everybody? And it's like it's sliding like 80% yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, except for Alex Jones, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one holdout that he has.
Correct.
he has a personal vendetta. He
does.
voiced that actually yesterday.
And he did say it on his Twitter. He said, "Look, man, I had a child that died, and anybody that comes after children who've died, I don't have any tolerance."
Tries to weaponize that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I think the way this all went is really interesting to expose the bot problem that Twitter has and who specifically is controlling those bot farms, because it went one way very rapidly, right? But the other part is this is a mirror to the fucking what a lot of people in America think is happening in our elections right now, which 100%. Is where conservative candidates are doing really well up until the polls fucking close overnight for some reason and cameras go out, and then all of a sudden they wake up and the fucking whole outcome is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe there's an explanation for that, but people don't think there
Well,
is.
what's even more ridiculous is the fact that they're still on the whole. I can't believe Elon let a poll decide if he was going to let Trump. Like they're still reporting that, by the way.
Well, they're also still reporting.
Fucking Adam still came out and said, "Oh, I can't believe Elon's so irresponsible."
Adam Kensinger, in between bouts of crying in front of the camera, he says stupid shit now for a living.
Well, he doesn't have a choice. So he's got.
No, he's got a choice. So here's his thing. We met him and his wife. Remember?
No. They stayed in my fucking house.
The night of COVID.
Yeah, they stayed in my fucking house.
So she is a super lefty Obama appointee.
Yeah.
And she's dragging him around by his little tiny wiener.
But
That's all that's
what I
happening.
mean is his time is running out. Is he's out of there January 21st, right? So like technically he's still in. He can still soak up these interviews. Once he's out, the media will no longer care.
Oh no, he'll have a
anymore.
job at CNN. He'll be at CNN. I promise you that.
He
Or
might.
MSNBC.
Yeah, one of the two.
Maybe MSNBC, but probably CNN.
One of the two.
Yeah, because
he'll
CNN
have a job in the next
CNN
Democratic
needs,
administration,
They
too.
need a former Republican conservative
Military.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
that now thinks like us.
Exactly.
But he doesn't. I don't think
Sad.
he believes anything he says. But his wife is pretty hot, so I understand.
Yeah, sure. Now with Twitter, Jared, what is the next move for Elon Musk, and where does this platform head?
Oh no, Twitter will be
in the future.
Twitter is going to be done any moment.
What do you mean?
I mean, have you not read the news?
Yeah.
Oh,
Twitter's it's over.
yeah, I don't
they
buy
fired
it.
7,500
Any fucking minute now.
No, like
It's
I told
done.
you in the beginning, Elon is making this the most pure form of social media that people. I mean, he said it this morning. He goes, Twitter is becoming the most trusted source of information now because it's not being fucking filtered.
Well, unless you're
And
saying
that-
negative shit about Elon Musk,
Yeah.
Well,
because he will ban people. For that,
he owns it,
as
so,
he has.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta break this down to us. I have ran the Drinking Bros group for fucking 9 years.
Yes.
Like, I've ran it fairly.
Yeah,
But if you come in
If you
and
act
you're
like a
acting
cunt,
like a cunt
yeah.
and you're fucking and you're bashing me or any of you guys or anything like that, it's just like, you're gone.
Unless
I don't
it's-
care. Like
unless it's funny.
Yeah.
But
Unless it's funny.
I think Elon's the same way. Like if you posted negative shit about him in meme form that was funny, I think he would let it go.
dude, that edit that they put out this morning, somebody edited
him and AOC?
AOC. Like he reposted
He
it.
reposted it.
He
It's
was
great.
like, "Oh no, cat's out of the bag." And dude, him and Cat Turd go back and forth every day now.
It's funny.
It's so good.
And to your point, like, so we just had to ban a guy in Drinking Bros Sports. He just kept commenting on every fucking thing, and it was just like, it's just one rule: just don't be an asshole
That'd be a
over and over and over. again. That's it.
Don't
And-
disrupt things for everybody else.
Right.
Like it's here for everybody to have fun, not just for you to fucking be a dick.
And we appreciate that you have your favorite team and all that other stuff. It's when you just start jamming it down everybody's faces. It's like, dude, You got to move on. There's too many sports, too many things
Or
going on.
make it funny.
Yes.
Make it funny. Make a
it
video. Make a
fucking hilarious.
video.
Yes, exactly.
Like, do something creative that makes us all fucking laugh.
And
like,
I think that's what Elon's doing. Even with the people that he unbans, I like the fact that he took the time to unban Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
To at least show, hey, dude,
this is equal.
It's equal, but don't do it again unless you're going to put it's a parody account.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, I think he made a good decision. So the rules were kind of
ominous. Like,
they were ephemeral at the time. Like, don't do this unless you do this. And it's like, all right, well, you can't really do one without the other necessarily in a very obvious way. People got banned because of it, and he was like, yeah, the rules were too fucking shady then. Now the rules are right. Play by the rules now.
Right.
Are we all good?
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable way to
he is going to
react.
force everybody else into this, though, because how long has Facebook operated with you have violated community standards, but community standards aren't published?
Right. And they're still doing it to this day.
Well, that's the thing. If you're going to fucking do shit like that, if you're going to censor people or if you're going to withhold any kind of right or privilege from somebody, the only way it works is if it's not available somewhere else.
He
You know what I
came
mean?
out
like
yesterday.
if you can go somewhere else to do the thing you want to do,
Yeah.
then stopping it on your platform just means you lose traffic at that point.
Yeah.
Which is fucking dumb.
He
do it
came
somewhere
out
else.
yesterday and said there wasn't a single left-leaning ban, despite people that have been blatantly caught lying, like on the media side.
Yeah, and I
like
understand
there
that.
wasn't a single left.
like Business Insider
Oh, yeah.
today
Yep.
Tried to
ran a
publish
fucking story that said
SBF owned
that
$100 million worth of.
Bankman-Fried owned $100 million worth of Twitter. He's like, nope.
No, he doesn't.
They sure
Nope.
don't.
And he
then-
goes, "You're still a
and then-
joke of a fucking."
Yeah, and then their editor-in-chief replied like, yeah, we would leave Twitter, but we're having too much fun running articles like this. And they printed or they posted a link to the article about him getting his fucking VP pregnant. Like, so you're Business Insider, and your purpose in life now is to troll Elon Musk, not to actually publish news or anything.
Exactly.
And
What
this-
do you got, Giorgio?
This fucking loser in his fucking Twitter bio, the fucking editor-in-chief of Business Insider. I'm not looking at it now. I'm just pointing at my
Well,
screen
Business
for a fact.
Insider was the one that went after Portnoy those guys as well for no reason. And
But,
yeah.
but his if you look in his Twitter bio, it says editor-in-chief of a 7-time Pulitzer-winning, or you haven't won shit. You personally haven't won anything.
Right.
You're a fucking hall monitor. Shut your cunt mouth.
Giorgio.
God
Good,
damn
u-
it, dude.
good
We're
use
really
of
high
the
on
word
Elon
cunt
right
there.
now.
What?
There you go.
I appreciate
There
that.
you
That's,
go.
that's a really important endorsement. For me.
Yeah,
Sure
no,
is.
I appreciate people using it in the right context.
What, Giorgio?
What do you got,
really
Giorgio?
We're really high on Elon. What do you guys feel about the freedom of speech, not the freedom of reach quote from him? Basically saying that, like, you're allowed to post it, but then we can silence it, we can shut it down, we can shadow ban it. Basically,
Yeah, that's his. I mean,
basically like anything else on the internet. Like, people have to go out and search it to find it.
I think that's
yeah,
reasonable.
that's reasonable.
I think it's
because it's a
reasonable.
private company.
Yeah.
Like it's no different than me policing drinking bros. It's just
Yeah.
I don't have time for this right now, and you're being a cunt, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pull you out.
But don't
Like,
let's not make the mistake of calling Elon Musk a free speech absolutist. I think that's the point,
Yes.
right? Because he's not, and
Yeah.
nobody else is either.
No, including us, man. We have our own groups on Facebook, like Jared was saying, and it's like, hey, dude, at a certain point, you can tell when people are just being dicks.
Well, you're just like you're in my. I always explain this to him when they fucking freak out. I go, you are in my house.
You're right,
You just came in and you pointed at my movie poster of the movie I made and said that was dog shit, and you kicked my product off the counter that I created, and then you don't think I'm not going to be like, hey, you should probably get out of these walls.
Yeah, go to another group that enjoys it. That's what I never understood either. But yeah, look, the rules are out there and they exist. Do we agree with all of them? No, I don't. Like Facebook and Instagram and all this shit. YouTube is
Because
is a
they don't tell
constant
you what the
fight.
rules are.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, tell me what I violated.
Yep.
Just straight up hit me in the face with it. You said this, we didn't like it.
Right.
Like,
if you're going to demonetize a video on YouTube, just say exactly what it was for. Give the option to change it or edit it or get it out of there. Same with Facebook. Give the option to edit it or get it out of there. And at least explain to people, other than, sorry, you violated guidelines.
But
we don't know what your guidelines are.
They've broken Twitter usage the last week. They've broken records
Every single day.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are rising. They rose by almost a substantial amount. Like,
Yeah.
they're at like 400 million active users a day.
There's
Which is
heaps of cunts on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, tons.
Heaps of cunts, yeah.
Heaps.